Hey everybody, and welcome to Meals with Melissa, where I come up with healthier versions of things you love to eat. Now, I know we're a little ways from Cinco de Mayo. However, if you like Mexican food or if you just like quesadillas, this is for you. Now, this is a keto option, which just means it doesn't include any carbs. And I don't know about you, but I've had a hard time finding tortillas that are any sort of decent and have decent ingredients. So we're gonna make our own with cheese today. Now, we're gonna start with a little bit of mozzarella and a little bit of just regular cheddar cheese, already shredded. It's up to you as to what cheeses you wanna use, but I prefer the pre-shredded and I already have these on hand. And you know I like to use that. So I'm gonna mix them up. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make the tortilla. Now you can make multiple tortillas at the same time. Now the recipe itself calls for a pizza pan, which I do not own. So we are just gonna use a regular pan, and I'm going to put this in kind of a circular pattern. I would say if you have a big enough pan, you probably can make multiples of these at the same time. Now we're gonna throw that in the oven on a pan for about 5 minutes. I find probably closer to 6 or even 7 because I want it to be a little more, not necessarily crispy, but I want it to actually hold its shape. So I'm gonna move this out of the way for a minute and show you what it ended up as. So here is, make sure my pan isn't too hot. Here's the one that I just pulled out of the oven. All right. So you can see that it's circular. It's a little toasty on the edges, just fine with me. Okay, now we're gonna add whatever we want to it. Now, today we're adding chicken. This is a chicken quesadilla, but you are absolutely welcome to add whatever you want. If you wanna add some steak or some shrimp, whatever floats your boat, right? So we're gonna add a little bit of red pepper just for some fun color, okay? And then we're gonna add a little bit of green onion or scallions, okay? And it smells amazing. So now I've already cooked up the chicken and seasoned it a little bit, so it does have a little bit of salt to it. We use a lot of Celtic sea salt at my house. So we're gonna throw that on there. Now the cool thing is if you make these and they cool off enough, you can always reheat them. I'm going to leave that in the recipe down below, but just be aware they're a little bit flexible, which is great. Okay, and you don't have to add any extra cheese. It's already in the tortilla that you've melted. So again, bake these for about 5 minutes on 400. Then you're gonna add the ingredients that you want to it. We're gonna fold it over and we're gonna throw it back in the oven for another about 5 minutes. And it looks pretty awesome when it's done. Now let me show you how that's gonna look when it's all finished. Okay. Make sure that when you do pull the tortilla, the cheese out of the oven, that you dump off any excess oil so you're not getting too much oily, greasy, nasty in there. But yeah, I actually didn't even need to do that either time. So we put this back over here so it's out of the way, and let me show you what it's gonna look like. Now I'm always on the lookout for healthier versions of things. Now, just because it is a healthier version does not necessarily mean that it is perfectly healthy. It really depends on the quality of the ingredients that you use. And of course, it's really easy to use a lot of cheese, so be careful with that. Make sure it fits your macros. All right, so here's how this lovely thing is going to work out. Now, I don't have any of the extra dipping sauces or anything on hand, such as guacamole, sour cream, salsa, but you could absolutely add those too. This would be a great party option, you know, for people who are wanting to try to be a little bit healthier, right? I think it turned out great. As soon as I see it, I'm like, ooh, it turned out like the picture. I'm pretty excited, to be honest. All right, so super easy recipe. Now, I get all my very best ideas from you. So if you have a great idea that is not complicated and you want to share that with us, be sure to send that to me, whether through DM or you can leave a comment down below. Also, go over to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you get all the new stuff. And try it out. Let me know what you think. I'm super excited to see what works for you and what doesn't, because this is all about you finding your groove. So that's it, guys. Have an incredible night. Until next week, that's Meals with Melissa. See you later.